1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's a 99, baby. It's my favorite time of the day. Well, it's a 99, baby. Can't wait to hear what they have to say.
All right, let's start with number 9. We showed some student managers from Kentucky basketball yesterday who were cashing in on an NIL deal. And this non-baller at McNeese State is also, well, kind of a baller this week. Amir Khan signed deals with Buffalo Wild Wings, Tick Pick, and Insomnia Cookies. The manager went viral last week in a video and then started racking up followers and selling T-shirts with his picture on them.
Wow.
In the video that made it happen, he's walking with the basketball team out of the tunnel carrying a boombox while they all danced and rapped along. The song is full of bad words, so we had to kill a lot of the sound, but here's a look.
All right.
I dropped out of school, started selling dope, kept the biggest pistol even though I was a small dude. I get your block.
Oh, very short.
My name, you get smoked on the same day. We do a hit, we hit your block. Tell me how y'all want it. Right now, with 2 baby Ninas, I feel like Max Pack. Hurricane, baby, I'm traveling, selling nothing. I got it on my back. I know these go to Mac. You better know I got it with me. Bang on your head, on your head.
Is that likely, right?
Wow.
A lot of swear words.
It's all it takes. It's all it takes. All these years we've been trying to refine our craft, and
Yeah.
that's all you got to do.
Good for
feeling it.
him.
Yeah.
He's feeling it.
Boy.
Look at him right in the middle of the whole row there.
Even he looks like he can't believe it in
Yeah.
that video. Like,
Just got to get a boombox. And
that's awesome.
For him. That's
Good
good.
for him.
All right, number 8, an office manager is sharing some of the worst excuses she's heard when her young Gen Z employees call in sick. Here are just a few. Number 1, my mom took my temperature for me this morning, and she says it's a little too high to come to work today. Here's another one. I'm too high to come into work today.
Oh, boy.
Here's the third one. This weather just isn't giving. Another one is I thought it was Sunday, so I went back to bed. My goldfish is sick. And finally, just honesty. I'm just not today, as in I'm not coming in.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you can't force yourself to do things that are feeling unnatural.
Right, against your
Right.
spirit.
yeah. And as I have used and said, if you're looking for the excuse, you just say when you call in, I got the diarrhea.
Yeah.
And
End of conversation.
they're like, okay, we got you. And
Right.
no one ever says anything to you
Right.
again. It's not
Yep.
like the boss is going to call you into his office and say, I don't believe you had diarrhea.
Yeah.
It's done. It's a
Yeah.
conversation stopper. So use that one.
Or you just say, I'm in the midst of a flare-up, and then
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you can only use that once.
No, people have
No, it's
diarrhea all the time.
evergreen.
Yeah, every
All the
week
time.
I use
It's
it.
evergreen.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just like, this guy's got some
So
digestive
they never suggest
stuff.
that maybe you should go see
Go
a gastroenterologist
No.
or any
Well, you don't want
sort
that
of
guy in the office
specialist or-
regardless, right?
that's true.
Even if he's
Stay at
if
home.
he happens to be not lying,
Yep.
you
Just
don't want to
stay
be the
at
guy
home.
to say, hey, come on in.
Yeah.
It works every time.
Yeah,
it works.
There you are,
Right
Gen
over there.
Z. Write that one down.
He's the guy to look to for wisdom.
Yes.
Number 7, people of a certain age should remember this song from 1987, and you might remember the remix, though, from 1990.
I am sitting in the morning at the diner on the corner. I am waiting
don't
at
like
the
this one?
counter for the man to pour the
interesting.
coffee.
Remember the remix.
What happens?
That's the chorus right there.
Okay.
it's a good chorus.
Yeah.
I'm sitting
And then get the verse.
morning at the
I've never seen the music video, though. But Suzanne Vega with Tom's Diner. It was a #1 hit in Europe when it was remixed by 2 British dance producers under the name DNA. 1990 was the era when the MP3 audio
No, it
format was being
not.
developed.
Wow.
One of the researchers was working on that when he heard Vega's original a cappella version being played down the hall. Since his goal was to compress the audio file, he knew her beautiful, unaccompanied voice would present a great challenge during testing. So that's what he used, and it earned Vega the informal title, the mother of the MP3.
No
Did
kidding.
not know that, actually.
I had no
That is
idea
very
that was
interesting.
true.
Wonderful
I'm not even
tidbit.
pretending to be interested. I'm actually interested in that information. That was great. Thank you, Lauren. Now you worked hard on that
Good
story.
job.
Number 6, it shames Larry off because he's such a fan of Goop stories.
Oh, yeah. you
Pat
love
loves
Goop.
these too. Speaking of goop, it was only a matter of time before one of the giants of lifestyle influencing, Gwyneth Paltrow, weighed in on Meghan Markle's attempt at being a lifestyle influencer.
2 people we love.
Right. Meghan live in Montecito, California. I guess they're not BFFs. Gwyneth said that she doesn't know Meghan personally, but adds she seems really lovely, and I wish her well. When asked about possible competition, Gwyneth gave a very Gwyneth answer. She said, "I was raised to see other women as friends, not foes." I think
you say that when you're already worth $500 million.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to say that from the mountaintop.
Sure. She also had advice from her mother, actress Blythe Danner, who told her, "Another woman is never your competition. What is right for you will find you."
That's good
Unless
advice,
you're
though.
Lauren Jiggets coming with her, ready to go get her.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lauren.
Number 5, for almost 80 years, scientists at Harvard have studied the same group of men, documenting their relationships, health, employment, and families. The goal is to find out what leads to a good and happy life. And their conclusion? Love. Money and status didn't matter, but they didn't hurt. The men who were happiest and healthiest have one thing in common. They have strong personal relationships. The men who didn't have many people close to them also saw their mental and physical health decline more rapidly. Successful aging, they conclude, is all about social aptitude and not intelligence and social class. And they found the key to predicting whether a man will have a healthy future is whether he has good friends and family at age 47.
Hey,
See that
that's
being
us.
true. They said male friendships are very important.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's a very specific age for that study.
Yeah.
47.
Are you-
Yeah.
Land's a little close. Anyway, how about number 4, Paul?
All right, number 4. We get a lot of weird pitches for segments. This one, which seems to come from China's leading recycled rare earth magnet manufacturer, is a really hard one to figure out. The pictures you see were in the email with this message. It said, "Dear Sir, Madam, I hope this email finds you well. I am Even from Jada Magnet Limited, the company that reached out to you a few days ago regarding our magnets. I just wanted to take a moment to kindly request your attention for a quick browse through our magnet product introduction." And that's it. And that's all they sent. The magnets are beautiful. They're really, really nice. I don't know what we would do as a segment with them.
Did we
but-
miss out on a chance to invest in them?
Well, we missed out a lot, but at least they got it on the air with little effort. So congratulations to them.
All right.
That was nice. Number 3, let's talk about that time John Denver almost went into space.
Which time?
Country road, sing, take me home to the place I belong.
This song gets me.
Yeah.
Gets me a little emotional, right? Like a little. I don't know why.
It hits something.
hits something.
Yeah, it hits something.
Nothing to do with West Virginia.
No, right? It feels
just like
almost
your
like
home.
melancholy, right?
It's lovely. Denver was a very popular singer, but he also had a real passion for space and aviation. In the mid-'80s, when NASA announced its plan to send the country's first civilian to space, Denver volunteered. He was on the short list to go on the Challenger spacecraft until President Reagan stepped in and insisted that he should go instead. Kristen
Man.
McAuliffe was chosen,
wow.
of course, and just 73 seconds into the launch in January of 1986. As we all know, the spacecraft disintegrated, killing all 7 astronauts. Denver wrote a song, "Fly With Me," in tribute to the Challenger crew and raised $50,000 for their families. As we all know, he never ended up in space himself, and sadly, he died in a plane crash in 1997, which we know is a sad ending, but still an interesting story
Boy,
nonetheless.
a lot of sadness.
Some
in that
twists and turns on
story,
that
yeah.
one.
But he left behind so much great music.
Yeah, yeah.
I can still have great music and be alive.
Right.
Which is probably what
That's
I preferred.
ideal.
Yeah.
I've did
Yeah,
that. That
that's
would
the
be ideal.
outcome, yeah.
Right.
All right, number 2. How can men be more attractive to women? Researchers came up with 19 traits that they claim are scientifically proven to get the girl. Here are a few ideas. 19, man. Grow a light beard, check. Women rated men with stubble as more masculine and mature. Walk a dog, check.
Yeah.
Women
You're
rated
on a
pet
roll here,
owners as
Pat.
more nurturing and willing to make long-term commitments. Change deodorant,
What?
I don't like any fragrance under my pits. Men wearing a new fragrance were rated as more confident, which in turn made them more attractive. Eat garlic. Check. Changes your body odor. Women rated garlic eaters as more pleasant and attractive. Not the one I'm married to, unfortunately. But
I don't think that. How would that be true?
Don't agree. Is any of those or just the garlic one?
The garlic?
explains a lot about Italian men. We're renowned lovers.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, man, I gotta go home.
Yeah, almost there. It's 9:12. Just another 46.
Collectively
47
as a
minutes.
group. That's all.
Right.
Hey, number one.
I don't like the word lovers. Let's
Lovers?
from now until the end at
lovers
10
also.
o'clock.
There's
Let's
a lot
just
of
not
other
use
words
that.
I could use that you wouldn't
Yeah.
like in that scenario, so let's just go with lovers.
Dan, bring us home. Number one.
Yeah, bring us home.
A couple of viewers reached out to us yesterday about this old bit from Pat's show, Man of the People. This is April 2019 when he hit the streets and tried to help out the city.
You want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Hold on, let me give you a real construction crew angle. Right there.
You worked out for that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Your city at work, right here. I'm just filling in some potholes, my man. Nice job. Okay, you gotta let go. Hey, come on, huh? All right. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hey, one more thing. No, don't worry about it. It's all right. Wait. I just wanted to see if I can get you to stop again. Here's the thing. It passed the first couple of tests, but do you see this? That means it's not setting the way it should. I don't think the sand is gonna hold. I think we need something else.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember this bit.
So good.
It is really good, though. A little tortilla chip.
It just doesn't look good in the wheelbarrow.
Don't worry, ma'am. It's your city at work. Wheelbarrow full of jardiniere. Oh, yeah.
It's in there
You want some?
nicely.
Come here.
That's great.
Nice.
That looks good too.
Right.
So much better than sand.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, you gotta fix it on the spot.
Need a stiffener.
Nothing to see here. Just a guy filling potholes.
Yeah,
that's right.
Come on now.
Next
Hey, man,
time.
you want an Italian beef, courtesy of the city, with some pothole jardiniere? I fill the pothole with jardiniere, and then I serve you an Italian beef with pothole jardiniere. No. Want Italian beef? No. You like jardiniere on your beef? Yes, please. Okay. You want some pothole jardiniere? Hey, can you move up? I gotta get some jardiniere out of there. Just a little bit. Keep going. Thank you.
Ew.
Oh, man.
Get a little bit of that off. There you go. Thanks, man. Ah! Oh!
That entire street was covered in oil by the time we were done with it. I cannot believe we got away with this one.
The city never came by.
No. All that is oil.
Wow.
You did good work, though.
We had to
Yeah,
put sand on it. We were
Look
done,
at
yeah.
you.
I'm a man of the people.
Yeah,
That was
I
6
love
years
those
ago.
6 years
City
ago.
that
baby.
works.
Look what's happened with your career, though, ever since that, man.
Like
It's
a rocket ship.
Impressive. Good
Like
for
a
you.
rocket ship.
That's awesome. That's good. All right, that was your 9 at 9.
Go for Italian beef right now.
99 is a whole lot of fun.